Good morning. It says I am now live. Good morning. Let me put my phone on top of there. Yesterday I had people telling me, welcome. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you, Shannon. Thank you, Kelly. Oh my gosh, thank you for joining me. Thank you. Thank you, Johnny. Cousin Johnny in the house. Good morning, Shannon. Good morning. I'm putting my phone. Thank you. Oh my gosh, hearts already. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing, Shannon. For those of you that are joining, I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. And I have my phone sideways. Let me see. I'm going to put it up this way. I am so sorry. Good morning, Jennifer. Good morning, everyone. Okay, I'm putting my phone. Yesterday I had people say, "Can you try to keep the phone more steady?" So I've got myself a system here on an ice bucket, and I have a little stand. I don't have a tripod. I've never filmed myself, so I've never had to. Good morning, April Showers. Good morning, 180 DIY. Good morning, and oh my gosh, thank you for the hearts already. I see brown and blue and green. Oh my gosh, good morning, April Showers. Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. Okay, first of all, I want to introduce myself. My name is Good morning, Kristin. Good morning, Mrs. Piper. I want to thank you all for joining me this morning, and I want to let you know who I am. My name is Kristin Schmidt, and I wrote a book called I think we're all ready to rock the day, Shannon. Hey, anyway, my name is Kristin Schmidt, and I wrote a book called Bring Pretty Back, and I want to thank all of you that are here watching live, and I also want to thank you all for the hearts. Thank you for the hearts. Oh my gosh, that is what a nice way to start my day. Thank you for sharing them. And for those of you that are watching the replay, I want to thank you also for taking the time to thank you for taking the time to spend some time with me today. This is the very second Pretty Coffee with Kristin show. Yesterday was the very first show, and oh my gosh, it was. I'll get to that in a little minute, the response. But I just want to thank you all for watching. I want to thank you for Salvage Soul for joining. I want to thank you all for taking the time. I want to thank really want to thank the replay viewers, because that's so important to me. I know that just taking the time out of your day is important. So. Clinks, pretty clinks. Yes, this is the Pretty Coffee with Kristin show. Thank you so much for saying that about the show yesterday. Yes, prettycoffeewithkristin.com. If you go there, you can find my website. Thank you. Good morning, Nika. Good morning, pretty Nika. Thank you, Stellar Coach. I just want to welcome everyone. Pretty clinks. Oh my gosh. Hashtag it. Pretty clinks. Coffee addict here, and me too. Good morning, Nika. And thank you, Nika, for the shout out on the tweet this morning. Thank you. Oh my gosh, I'm just reading everyone that's joining. Thank you. This is, you know what? This is a dream that I've had, to have a community of women that get together. Thank you for the hearts, for the community to get together to talk about this, to talk about, good morning, Jennifer. Thank you for joining. Talk about Bring Pretty Back and what pretty means to us. And so this is really happening, and it's just really been overwhelming. It really is. But anyway, I want to welcome you to the show. Today, what we're going to talk about is, yesterday I was talking about what the quote that was on my book, and I don't know why I couldn't remember it. It's been, good morning from Florida, Jeanette. It's been 5 years since I wrote the book. And this is the quote that started, Coco Chanel started the whole Bring Pretty Back, I want to say, movement for me. And let me read it so I don't mess it up. How long has Bring Pretty Back been my goal? Shannon asks. Shannon, it's really funny because this started 5 years ago. Coco, yes, go to Kitchens. This is really funny because my dream honestly started 19 years ago. 19 years ago this started. This has been on my heart for 19 years. I remember it vividly. I had a dream that I wanted to write a book about a woman that lost her pretty, brought it back, and that'll be in it's a long drawn out thing, but it was about how she lost her commitment, you know. Yeah. Oh, yes. Coco obsessed. I really became that way. Thank you, Miss Kargi. I want to thank you. I think I didn't say that right, but welcome and thank you for the hearts. It started 19 years ago, and but I didn't know that that's what it was, and it kind of stayed there. It was a dream. It was in my heart. It was my dream, and I knew it, and then I let it sit there because I didn't feel like it was something I could do. And and here it is 19 years later, I'm doing it. And it has been, so let me go back 5 years. I started the sweet special thank you. It was not, you know what? It wasn't time. Go to Kitchens. It wasn't time. It was not time for me to do that. And so you're right. Oh, you know what? Shannon wrote, great lesson that some goals are worth long-term pursuit. They are. It wasn't time. It is time now. And I'm 46. It wasn't the time in my life. I wasn't ready yet. I am now. I am so ready. Yesterday, I did my very first Pretty Coffee with Kristin, as you know, as I've said. And it was, I'm going to tell you, the response was incredible. I got emails. I got direct messages. I got tweets. I've received, calls. I received messages on Facebook. I got all just bombarded with wonderful response from people and women that said they shared their stories. They shared they shared what they were going through. They shared ways that they lost their pretty. And it is such an emotional thing when you do that, when you lose yourself. And when you do that, thanks for the hearts, when you do that, it is really, really, it's so emotional, and people don't want to talk about it. We talk about ourselves, but we really don't want to really talk about it. So I'm really going to talk about it. That's one thing about what I'm going to do on this show is I'm going to get raw, I'm going to get real, and I'm going to share with you my lowest points and what I did to get out of them. I'm going to share it, and it might not be easy, but I'm going to do it. And so. Oh, are you? You're right. Oh, you're there right now. Oh, I'm so happy you're here. Real issues for women. That's it. Shannon, you nailed it. That's what this is about. It's, I'm not going to sugarcoat things. I want this to be fun. Of course, I want this to be a fun show, and it will be. Thank you for sharing, Shannon. I want to, oh gosh, what am I trying to say? I want to be real with you. I want you to be real with me. I want you to let me know what show topics do you want me to talk about. If there is a person you want me to talk to, an interview, let me know, because a lot of times people they're happy to do that. But anyway, let's go to the very quote that started this all was, all right. I read this, and this was 5 years ago in 2010. It said, I don't understand how a woman can leave the house without fixing herself up a little, if only out of politeness. And then, you never know, maybe that's the day she has a date with destiny. And it's best to be as pretty as possible for destiny. Coco Chanel. That's what started it all. I read that, and it just hit home because I was in a place where I didn't get ready in the morning. I'd go to town with, yes, I'm going to ask Stephen Dimmick to interview. I've already asked him, and he said yes. So I'm going to schedule that today. Excellent. Thank you, Christy. That's what started it all. That was the quote that started it all, was that I started the blog, and I just started writing about what I was going through. And when I did, yes, that's Shannon. Christy just said this. Yes, Stephen Dimmick is going to be on the show. Absolutely. You both said that at the same time. Being a woman is a gift. Great minds. Yes, Shannon, great minds think alike. I have to call him today. I'll tell him he was requested, personally requested from ladies. So if you don't know him, his name is Stephen Dimmick, and he has the Daily Dimmick, and he has a Glossy Girl lipstick line. He's amazing. I love him. He's become a dear friend. And thank you for the hearts. And so anyway, that's what started it. That's what started the Coco Chanel quote, started this whole movement for me. Even though it started 19 years ago, that's what got me to start my blog, was that quote. So saying that, it's become so now, and now I have this show. So I just want to let you know, if you have any ideas that you want me to do, again, with interviews, ideas, anything, please contact me, because this isn't about me. This is about us having a community and for us to all talk about what it is that we need to talk about to bring pretty back and to create a pretty life. That's what this is about. I want to thank you all so much for joining me today. Tomorrow, we are going to be talking about, are you good enough? And that resonates with so many people. First of all, you are. But are you good enough? That's what we're going to be talking about. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this show. I appreciate it so much. You can find me at bringprettyback.com or prettycoffeewithkristin.com. Oh my gosh, Shannon, thank you so much. What Shannon just told me was she tapped. What you do is you tap on the screen, and that shows Scope Love. Every time you tap on the screen, you get a heart, and then people get hearts, and it's like love currency on Scope. And Shannon tapped. She hit 500 hearts of the limit. She clicked out and came back in. Oh my gosh, how exciting. Good morning, Gianna. Good morning. So if you have any questions for me, let me know. Love currency, that's what it is. It's pretty love currency. The website is bringprettyback.com. And it's also, whoops, wrong one. This is my wrong side. It is prettycoffeewithkristin.com. And if you have any questions, let me know. What, Gianna? Oh, thank you for the hearts. Thank you. Thank you. That makes my day. If you want to go to my website, bringprettyback.com. If you want to, and also, so many people were talking about, hi Field. If you want, if you decorate a mug and put it on here, tweet it to me. Love you, Christy. Tweet it to me. Or text it to me. You can text me at 989-980-8766. Again, 989-980-8766. Tweet me, text me if you have a question or a comment, text me. And if you do a cup up, I just did it with a white cup. And good morning, Cherie. If you just decorate it up, text me the picture and I'll tweet it. I will tweet it. Thank you for the hearts. Oh my gosh. Thank you. I want to thank you all for joining me today. And tomorrow it's going to be, are you good enough? Do you feel you're good enough? And you are. And let's talk about that. And I thank you for inviting the followers field. Thank you. And I will hope you go out and, oh, what do you love? Mask, what do you, I'm sorry. It's hard sometimes to get the names right. What do you love? That's the best part about scoping, is the interaction. If you have something to say, you can say it. Oh, my website. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm working on it. I am not good. Oh my. I am so not good at putting things together. Oh, really? Contact me, would you? 989-980-8766. Oh, Christine. Thank you, Christine. I appreciate that. Thank you. I am so bad at things that are tech things. It takes me to a place where I am not pretty. Oh, it never goes right. I always mess it up. I can't figure it out. You know what? I am going to have a confession here. I've been blogging for 5 years. 5 years. Yesterday was the first, my friend Gianna Maselli. Oh, thank you, Shannon. Thank you. I did not know how to add a link on my blog. You know how you if you'll say, if you like this, click here, and then it takes you wherever it is. I didn't know how to do that. 5 years. 5 years I blogged. Didn't know. Had no idea. So my friend at Gianna Maselli, you can follow her. She on Skype. It was Skype, and it was phone call, Skype, and I think a text message. Email. for me to figure out how to add a link on my blog. Unbelievable. 5 years. 5 years it took me. Thank you for the hearts. I am embarrassed to say it, but it's the truth. That's how bad I am. So I'm working on the website. So if you go to Women Lifting Women Up, Shannon, that is everything that I'm about. Everything that I'm about is lifting women up, encouraging each other, not tearing people down. And you know what? It's really funny. This happened. It was really funny because, I love that Meghan Trainor song, All About the Bass. Love it. Love that song. And so I went ahead and put it on Facebook. Because I thought, I love this song. Put it on a link. And I never thought about it. But there was a friend, my friend Jenny, left a message, and she was offended by the song because she's really skinny. And in the song it says, what about skinny bitches or whatever, something. She was really offended and upset about it, and I never thought about that way because clearly I ain't one. So I didn't think about it like that. It wasn't coming from my perspective. So I went ahead. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you. So what I did was I took it down because I thought, that's not what I'm about. I love the song. I love the message for me, but it was offensive to her. And I thought, you know what? That would be offensive to women that were skinny. I thought, well, that's not what, there's 1,000,000% what I'm not for. So I took it down, and it really made me look at it and look at things a little different perspective because it was offensive to her and it hurt her feelings. So I took it down. I still love the song. It's on my Spotify. I listen to it almost every day, but that's for me. So thank you for the hearts. So it's funny how something is. So you look at something totally different because you're coming at it from your own perspective. So women, it keeps skipping. Oh, my physique. I'm so sorry. That happened to some other people. Really? Oh man, I am so sorry. Oh gosh, I am so. What I did was, Shannon, when I took the song down, I sent her a message and I apologized. It's skipping. That's upsetting because I don't know how to fix it. I know that was somebody else that was happening to yesterday. So what I'll do is I'll do the show, and then I'll go ahead and come out, and then I'll do one in a little bit. Let me see if I can get, thank you for joining. Thank you for the hearts, and thank you for joining. But if it's skipping and you can't hear me, I don't want that. So it has to be on my end. I do live in the sticks, y'all. I do live. I'm in northern Michigan, and I do live in the sticks. I don't have, yes, you're right. And sometimes that does have its challenges. I wonder if that's it. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. But anyway, let me wrap this up because if it's skipping, I don't want to waste you guys' time. So anyway, so I took it down, and I'll talk more about that tomorrow. But this is about women, uplifting women, and it is about a community. And bad signal on my end. Gosh darn it. Okay. Hi, Renee. So I'm going to say thank you for joining, and I'm going to try to do this a little bit later. I'm going to come back at you. Thank you so much for the hearts. Thank you so much for watching. I hope it helped today that the phone was, oh my gosh, over 11,000 hearts. Oh my gosh. Thank you. That makes me a little emotional. Thank you. That's a lot of love currency. Thank you so much. Thank you. So find me at bringprettyback.com or prettycoffeewithkristin.com. And pretty clinks to you, heart hugs to all of you. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to me today. Thank you so much for the hearts. And I'm going to try to come on a little bit later and try to see if it's any better. Thank you so much. And again, you can text me at 989-980-8766 with any show ideas, comments, criticism. Don't make me cry. Thin-skinned, but I'll take a criticism. Thank you so much. Thank you. And you go have a pretty day. Thank you. Bye, Allure and Rose. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you. You can find me at bringprettyback.com. Thank you so much for joining. And thank you for all of you that are watching this on the replay. Thank you as well.